Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's your girl Vicky Kello, Victoria, anyhow you want to call me. You're welcome back again to my channel. If you're returning subscriber, you are welcome. I really appreciate it, guys. If you are new here, you are welcome. And please, before you continue, do not forget to subscribe, share, like this video. Most important, subscribe and subscribe. So for this video, I'll be talking about, there are some mistakes. Like some people will be like, okay, all my documents are complete, everything is okay, why was my visa rejected? Of course they are going to be putting the reason for rejection once they hand over your I'm not praying for anybody to be rejected. That's the least thing that will ever happen to someone, especially if you are applying for Czech visa that takes a long time. Imagine you apply for a visa and you waited, let's say 3 months, 4 months, and at the end of it all, you got a rejection, my dear. That's not it's in fact it's a nightmare. So I even prefer to have a nightmare than that one itself is more than nightmare. So as you already guessed from the caption, I'll be talking about some common mistakes. These mistakes, they look pretty much not important, but let me tell you, they are very important. You should avoid this. You should avoid these mistakes as much as you can. I'm not talking about this one. I shouldn't be about Czech Republic like it's like for generally for visa application. Don't do these things. They cause visa rejection. So now let's get on with the video, and please guys, subscribe, okay? Thank you. Best of all, this one is, people do it a lot and people get rejected because of this a lot. The number one thing is that you have to check the status of your passport. You know, some countries, they will tell you they need a passport that has at least 6 months. That thing is very important. Like 6 months before the expiring date. Like if you are coming to study, for example, and your program is 2 years, and your passport, let's say you come in 2023 to study and your program is 2 years, and for example your passport will expire 2024 January, and you think, my dear, some countries, they reject this. They will just give you that rejection, bam, because I don't know, you should let at least, there should be at least 2 years extra in your passport. Please make sure your passport don't have a 6 month expiring date too. You're coming to study September, your passport will expire January, or your passport will expire February. That would be, even if all your documents are so much up to date, they will just, except some countries, some embassies will be so lenient with you, they will ask you to provide another one. They will ask you to provide another passport. That is why I still like this Czech embassy. If you are there, they go through all your, before you even start your interview, they go through all your documents. Anyone that is not complete, or what maybe you're coming for study and your admission letter is not there, they will send you home. So they will make sure all your documents are up to date, they are complete, before they can even grant you that interview. So that is number one thing you should avoid. Please make sure your passport has an expiring date of at least 1 year plus, please. Another thing you should avoid, and this is also very important, avoid incorrect details or maybe data mismatch. Let's say this one is very common in most people. I almost did this too. Let's say in your admission letter, because sometimes in your admission letter, they ask to provide your passport number. And let's say your passport number is A2222 or true. Maybe it's two, let's say you have 9 twos in it in your passport, and your school asks you to provide this, and you provide them 8 twos instead of 9, and everything is, maybe instead of A you put B. That is in your admission letter. That is your admission letter now, and your passport is saying different thing. It can cause rejection. They will tell you that this one is not, this passport, this admission letter is for somebody else. Maybe this is for, maybe they will tag it as fraud. Or another instance is this. Let's say I almost fallen victim of this too. Let's say your passport, you have 3 names, because I have 3 names, and these are 3 names. These are 3 names. Maybe your first name, let's for example, it's not my name. Oh, it's not my name. Your surname is, let's say, which name? Oh, every name is gone out of my head. Oh my god. Oh my god. All names are out of my head now. Let's say your first name is your surname is Michael, for example. First surname is Michael, and you have 2 names. Maybe your native name and another name. Maybe one name is John, and your native name is I don't know which other name should I use. Your surname is John. One of your name now is Paul, and the other one is, let's say, I want to use a native name, something that will, because this English name I'm just calling, they are confusing me. So let's say Hassan, for example. Let me use Hassan at least. That I know it's not a like native name, but I can differentiate it. Okay, now your surname is Michael, and you have 2 names. The combination is even funny. John and Hassan. It does not matter. And you have 2 names, John and Hassan. And maybe in your passport now, it comes like this. First of all, they put your surname in your passport. Then the second name that comes like your name, maybe Hassan comes first before John in your passport. But maybe in your admission letter or any of your other, maybe your bank statement, any other document, you have maybe you mistakenly interchange your names. Maybe Hassan comes first instead of John. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about now. Let's say your passport or your birth certificate, you have Michael Hassan John, and in your passport you have Michael John Hassan, something like that. It causes visa rejection. How do I got to know about this? There is one of my friend. It's not my friend, sure, but somebody I know. His name, he had 4 names. 4 good. I don't know how people have 4 names, but he has 4 names, not hard. He still have the name. 4 names. 2 of the name is like surname. That is how it is in his family. While the other 2 are his names. Oh God. So the thing he did is that he always bring his names first before his surname, which is normal. If you are from Nigeria, our surname comes first. But here in Europe, your name comes first before your surname. Sometimes, in fact, most of the time. Sometimes your surname might come first, but most of the time your name comes first. So he always puts his names before his surnames. That is how it is in his document, like his birth certificate and other things. I don't know, but in his admission letter, his surname came first. The arrangement of the name was totally wrong, like totally not same as other documents. That was the reason for his rejection, my dears, my dear people. That was the reason for his rejection. But he had to appeal. He had to appeal. Now he was given visa. But you, after doing all those process, then you start, they gave you rejection because you did not arrange your names well. That is not really, that's not funny. So I would advise you guys, number one, check your passport number. Number two, your arrangement of your name arrangement or arrangement of names. I don't know. Also, let everything correspond. If your name is having, let's say you are Michael J. Hassan, that is how it has been in your documents. Except sometimes they'll ask you to give the full meaning of that J sometimes. But if there's no option of you having to write your full 3 names and maybe you're just using abbreviation, please stick to that abbreviation. Stick to it. Don't, because okay, now I've been using Hassan, Michael J. Hassan in all my documents. Now I want to use Michael John Hassan. It might cause rejection. Please stick to, let it be consistent. Please. That is for that. And another thing again, date of birth. Date of birth. So, you know, sometimes the people that shouldn't be worried is people that maybe their month is the same day, like let's say January, people that are born January 1st. I don't care which year it is now. January 1st. They can put, let's say they were born 2000, year 2000. They will just put 1/1/2000, right? It does not matter which one comes first. But now there are some times whereby they will ask you to put, because the format here in Europe, I don't know if it's in all European countries, but here in Czech Republic, month comes first before date, before the birth date. The birth month comes first before the birth date and the birth year. Sometimes the birth year comes first before the birth date or in the birth month. You know, in Nigeria, most places in Africa, it's the birth date that it's like ascending order from the date to the month to the year. But here, there's nothing like it's not ascending order. It's just, I would say random. I will not say random, but they have their own pattern. It's month, day, year. So let's say now you were born. Like I said, people that were born, let's say 1st of January or 2nd of February or 3rd of March, they don't have this problem. They don't have it because they can place it anyhow they want and it will still correspond. But let's say you were born 31st of January. Does anyone have 31st? Let me not use 31st. So let's say you were born 25th of January. Now in your all your documents, you are used to having 25th 01/2000, for example. In all your documents, you are used to start from your birthday date, birth month, and birth year. That is what you are used to. Then in other, there's a case where you have to write, maybe just write your date of birth, and you start with your, in fact that 25th of January is even more, it's even understanding because they can easily tell which of them is your month and which of them is your, let's say, date. Which one is the date and which one is the month. They can easily tell because months don't have 25. They don't have 25 months. But in the case where you have, let's say you were born 7th of January and you put, and now in this case now they want you to start with your month. They want you to start with month and you started with 07/01. They will assume you were born in July, 1st of July instead of 7th of January. I don't know if you guys understand. I hope I'm explaining it well. They will just assume you're born 7th of January, and they will say, oh, this person is born, except you indicate it that, okay, 7th January, like you write it in the other form. But if you just, let's say 07/01, they will just assume you were born 7th of July 2000. So make sure you use their format, know the format they want and use it. If you don't know the format, please always indicate it. 7th, 7th January, 2000 or anyhow, but make sure you indicate it like that if you don't know their format. That one also, that is this, all this now are still on data mismatch. Oh. If that your data are not corresponding, it's still under that. Please make sure all this your data are corresponding. Another thing you should avoid is this bank statement. This bank statement is very very crucial. It's a very sensitive matter. Very sensitive matter. This bank statement now, you know, in their website they might tell you, okay, they need, for example, they need 10,000 euro to be in your account. That is what they need, right? Okay. You know, if you are applying for Czech visa, you're not adding insurance to your document. It is after you've gotten your visa. That's when you buy insurance and your ticket. So let's say they want you to have that 10,000 euro in your account, and that is exactly what you have in your account. Remember, if they are calculating, they will take out your flight ticket from that money. They will take out your health insurance depending on your age from that money. And what is left is no longer 10,000 euro. And they want 10,000 euro to be in your account, excluding all these things. What do you think will happen? It will cause visa rejection. So that is why it is always advisable to have more than what they want. It is really advisable. It's really advisable. Let's say they need 2.5 million. And you have exactly 2.5 million. Fine, that is the minimum balance. That is why they call it minimum balance. You should have more than that. Why you can have this minimum balance, 2.5 million. I'm not saying Czech Republic is 2.5 million. No, please don't quote me wrong. I'm just saying this as an example. Okay, let's say now you have 2.5 million, which is the minimum balance, and then you have your sponsor to back this up. That will be okay. They'll assume that, okay, maybe your sponsor is going to be providing, it's going to be paying your flight ticket, it's going to be buying your I don't know, it's going to be buying your insurance for you. That is okay. That is the minimum balance. Should somebody ask me this question, that if you can have just let's say 500k in your account, and then the other money will be in your sponsor account, that is no, it's not. Please don't do this, please, because it's clearly stated that in their website, Ministry of Interior, that the minimum balance should be in the candidate's account or the individual's account. Then the sponsor is a backup. If you have a sponsor that wants to sponsor you, that sponsor shouldn't have a problem sending the money, the minimum balance, the minimum minimum money they need to your account. That sponsor shouldn't have any problem with that. That is what I think. Because if you have somebody, okay, this person said, okay, I want to sponsor your education to study in UK, for example. Then the person needs, let's say, 8 million naira in their account to go study, to go apply for visa. Your sponsor shouldn't have any problem putting this money in your account. That is what I think. I don't know, but that is what I really think. So that is what they also think, that your sponsor should not have any issue putting this money in your account. Then their own account will not serve as backup. I hope you guys understand. Now, speaking of sponsor, please, there is another thing that you should really try to, I don't know if you can avoid it, I don't know. Your sponsor should come directly from your parents if you are applying to Czech Republic. The instance where you can use your sister or your brother or your cousin, whatever, as your sponsor is when you can defend it during the interview. Let's say, for example, you're coming to study and your sponsor is your sister, while you have your parents. They will just reject it. They will tell you your sponsor cannot be your sister. You should come directly from your parents. So now this is where you can now defend it, like, okay, my sister is my sponsor. You can just try to tell them that it's your parents were the one who, I don't know how to even explain this, but you should try to say something for them to be convinced that it's your parents that actually asked this your sister to be, or this your brother, this your cousin, or whatever, to be your sponsor. and you should give some reason. Maybe your parents are not at that moment, they cannot provide bank statements, their bank statement, and their money is being, their money have been like, let's say your sister you are staying with your sister at that particular moment, and your sister is the one taking care of you. Your parents are not around, your parents are out of the country, and they send money to your sister's account, and your sister is now the one, something like that. I don't know, but there are several ways where you can defend it. Oh, I don't know if it's defend, where you can explain to them why your sister is your sponsor, not your parent. That is very, very important. So now let's get back to the topic we have today. Now I've talked about the bank statement, I've talked about the status of your passport, I've talked about data mismatch or incorrect data. So, and about this incorrect data, please, if your names are, if you have been using 3 names in all your other documents and now you use 2 names in one of your documents, it might also cause a visa rejection. Or maybe you've been using 2 names in all your other documents, and this time you now use 3 names. Where did this other? They will just assume it's another person, and it will be treated as fraud. So please, those of you that study banking, you understand what I'm talking about. And another thing I would advise again, this is not just about Czech Republic. Apply for your visa on time. Some countries reject visa because you did not apply on time. They reject it. They will tell you that your study program, the date of your study program have passed, so you cannot enter the country. They might reject it. So apply on time. That is very, very important. Now that is about the document. Now I'm going to be saying this. During your interview, please don't give unnecessary information. You might give some information that are not even needed. They will start, it will lead to something else. Please don't talk less and don't talk too much. That is one thing. One advice I would tell you. Go straight to the point. List the points for them to know, and that's it. Don't start exaggerating. They will detect lies from it. These people, they are psychologists. They will just say, they will just know that this person is lying. Don't exaggerate. Don't talk much more than you were asked. Please, that is very, very important. Number 1. Another thing is, oh, I don't think there's another thing. So guys, I'll be stopping here for today. I hope this video helped some people during their visa application. So if you have any question you want to ask me, please put it down in the comment section, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Like I always say at the end of my videos, if you have any question, I tend to see them quickly from the comment section or through my email. But if you have personal question you want to ask me, then you can go ahead and ask me through my email or through my IG, Instagram. And please guys, follow me on IG. Please, I'm sorry. Please follow me on my Instagram handles, my Twitter, TikTok. I'll be putting the handles up somewhere. Please guys, follow me and like my videos. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. So this will be the end of today's video. Like, share, subscribe by clicking the button down below. Share it with your friends. Invite your friends to watch my videos. Subscribe, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.